guys, welcome back to Chronicles of a Christian Creatives podcast. In short, CCC. I know you must have been hearing it a couple of times. So we have a special guest on this. Every of our guests are special. I mean, we don't bring people that are not special to our show.
That's right.
Yes. So we have a very special guest in our midst. And I'm going to allow him to introduce himself and tell us what he does. But, well, before I say he should introduce himself, permit me to call him Brother Gigabyte. You will know the reason later when I tell you the topic.
Okay, my name is Olukolatimi Tobi. I'm a 3D character designer. Yeah.
All right. Welcome to our show. Yes. So the topic of discourse today. Hope you are ready for us.
Yeah, sure.
So permit me to read it, so please, because I need to put all the karamo. The gig economy. Navigating freelancing and the rise of independent workforce. So you understand the reason why I called you that?
Very deep.
Feel free. What do you think about the topic?
Basically, it's just the process of moving from the regular 9 to 5 work, going to office and
where you can relax and work.
No, that's part of it actually. But I'm talking about like the movement from office settings to where you have to work on your own. Yeah, no.
I mean, life of a freelancer.
Exactly.
Yes, actually. So as a freelancer now, picking up from what Dolapo said, how is life to you as a freelancer? I know that freelancers used to see shege. I know. So please tell us all the shege you have seen. Well, you might not tell us everything because I know that we have to spend like 2 hours on this show if you start. So just mention a few.
Okay, when it comes to freelancing, it's been quite, of course, there's the challenging part of it and also the fun part of it. The challenging part of it is the fact that basically what I do, 3D character design, is not well appreciated here in this part of the country. So most times when some clients who don't understand what you have to, the effort you have to put into what you are doing, and they just come and do this for us, and they are paying. I'm like,
what's this? I don't do that.
So that part is quite frustrating. It got quite interesting for me when someone called me and advised me, and I was like, okay, why not try freelancing sites? So that was when I looked into Fiverr. I tried Upwork, but Upwork was not working.
I mean, but I know there are some people that it works for, so so it's not like
it works. So
put it down for me.
And that was how you launched into freelancing properly.
Space,
So but I mean, when you get freelance jobs, you call it gigs, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so that's where Gigabyte is coming from. I mean, as someone that's taken quite a number of gigs in that sense. So, is there a similarity that you can say in some of the gigs you've gotten? Are there differences as well? Do you get what I'm trying to
can
ask?
You come again?
Okay, so you can get a job from, say, a company that is into, let's say, they sell things, business end to end. They deliver products to people. It can be biscuits, it can be anything. And then there's another company on the other hand, like a telecommunications company.
Okay.
Those are two different industries in itself. So getting those kind of gigs, would you say there's a similarity? So even both the similarity, if there are, and then differences as well.
Like how does it move from different sectors, right?
Of course,
yes.
We would have similarities and also you'd have differences because considering the fact that there are different spheres, like industries. So, for instance, someone comes to meet you, he wants to do probably a short video, say like 30 seconds for probably maybe oil and gas company now. You have to do a 3D character explanation video and all that. And by the time you start and everything, so what the process you're going to go through such kind of script or what do you call it, script now, is different from when you have maybe a regular maybe 3D studio that works up to you and they want to do a character design for maybe a game and all that. So the process is actually different, but of course you still have the similarities,
like basic similarities.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I've always wondered if I mean, it's just like a buy and buy, like steps that you just take to do some things. I've always wondered about that. So, like I just saying that it's just some basic things that can be similar, and then there are obvious differences in that sense.
Sure.
Okay, so asking, as a freelancer, you work as a freelancer, have you ever had to wonder, or have you ever had to fear that, okay, you're working on a gig now? He's already smiling. I mean, you're working on a gig and then you're looking at it that, another one has not yet come in. You know, it's not like a salary earner that at the end of the month, whether you work or not, you will collect your salary. So, like, have you ever had that fear of, I'm almost done with this gig, and another one is not yet here? How do you navigate that?
Yeah, of course, definitely that would also come up whereby you're working on a gig and you're just scared, like, you're not done with this, and you're just thinking, what next after this one? Yeah, sure, it comes up, but the honest truth is we are Nigerians hustling.
Jama.
So, and of course, it's also believed that you don't have to have one stream of income. So she gets. So I have other things. Yeah, I also do that.
So aside freelancing, do you have like a full-time job that you?
Not a full-time per se, but of course I report to a company.
Yeah, by full-time, I'm not trying to say maybe hybrid, remote, but like you are permanently employed.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Wow. So how do you now manage it with all the gigs? Hey, strong man. Hey, okay. All right, so I have a question for you. I've actually forgotten the question I want to ask, but then, sorry, ask a question.
Okay, so you said you are employed, like full-time employment, and then there's freelancing on the side as well. Yeah. So, but that means whether you get freelancing gigs or not, you know that there's an employment coming from somewhere. But in terms of building a diverse portfolio, like, you know, you should be able to say that I can work here, I can do this, I can work here, I can work there. Which serves you better? Is it the freelancing jobs that you do or your 9 to 5? Yeah,
definitely the freelancing, because you have room to explore your creative, you know, unlike when a company, exactly, when your creative director just has to tell you, you have to follow this, you have to do this, you have to and all that. But when it's a freelance gig, you know, you are the one, basically you're the one doing almost everything, especially when it has to be something that is just narrow, like it's scripted already. You're the one doing almost everything, so it's, I feel.
But is there no direction? Like, don't you get like briefs on?
Of course,
what
definitely,
the client wants?
Definitely. But there's still room for you to
explore.
Yeah.
So I've remembered my question. What is the fun part of this career path that you have chosen? Like, what's the best gig you've gotten so far? What are the interesting things you put into your work that makes it come out beautiful?
I think it was a gig I got from a client in USA. It was a 3D studio actually, and when I saw the review, I was wowed myself. I was like, he gave me a 5-star and A+, like, you know,
A++. The only A+ I've gotten is malaria for them.
The review he kept there was like he would recommend this guy for any. So, and it was like he gave me a character to work on,
like a model.
Yeah, an illustration to convert it to a 3D character. So, but of course, he didn't expect that I'll be able to work on it within a short the time he gave. So I did it and delivered the right time, and it was like, wow.
Wow. So is freelancing something that you would encourage creatives to get into?
Sure. Definitely.
Depending,
you should understand yourself first.
Well, actually, it's more of what you can handle.
Exactly, what you can handle.
So if you have to choose, you understand yourself now, Shebi? Okay. So if you have to choose between 9 to 5 and full-time freelancing, which would you go for?
I'll go for freelancing.
Are you serious? Even with you're not so sure.
And another thing that comes with it is, of course, you know, the pay most times at times
it's better than
before you finish spending one, another one rental that.
The pay is always more than your regular.
So we can come to you for tutoring. I mean, so that we can freelance. That's why we do know how to freelance now. Yes. Abi? Freelancing is even my hobby. I mean, so we should see you after now.
No problem.
All right, thank you very much. our time is fast spent, so I would say we should just wrap up now. But before we go, I have a game for you. I'm sorry I didn't give you hints at the beginning of the show, but I'm going to play a game.
Okay.
Well, a little birdie told me that you are a music person.
Okay.
So we want you to showcase your skills. Don't bother about where I heard you from. Don't bother. This is a Christian creative podcast now, so we want to show a little bit of our Christian stuff on the show. Sure you get. So we Chronicles of a Christian Creative starts with 3 letters. That's CCC. All right. So each and every one of us are going to play in the game together. So we'll start a song with C. I'll sing a song that starts with C. You sing a song that starts with C. She'll do the same too. Are you ready? He said he's ready.
Okay.
So who is going
Let's
to
do
start?
this. Shall I start? Or should we allow our guests to start?
You want no.
I should start, Abby.
He's thinking about it.
All right. This one is for ye, my Igbo people. Chineke na-eme mo, ime lo, ekene dịrị gị, ime lo.
Ah, he's even drumming. Hey, God. Oh yeah, please.
yeah.
Chukwuma.
Hey.
Oyoma,
Come on.
Chukwuma.
Hey.
Oyoma.
It's okay. Don't show yourself. Closer to the What happened now? You like to go Igbo way and I stand English in Igbo. All right, so thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's so
It was
nice
nice
having
having
you
you.
here.
Yeah.
So this round of applause.
Yes, so that's it on today's episode. Please don't forget to subscribe,
Don't forget.
share with everyone as well, and follow us on all social media
comment
platforms.
on
Please
it. We want
drop
to
a
see what you have to
comment.
say.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Till next time. Bye.